EPCOT is the most misunderstood park at Disney World. First-time visitors often walk in expecting something like Magic Kingdom and leave confused about what they just experienced. Returning visitors often call it their favorite park in the entire resort. Both of those reactions make sense once you understand what EPCOT actually is. This is the complete guide. The rides worth your time, the food worth your money, and the tips that make EPCOT click for any kind of guest. Let's get into it. Part 1. The Rides Ride 1. Guardians of the Galaxy. Cosmic Rewind. Guardians of the Galaxy. Cosmic Rewind is the best ride at EPCOT and one of the best in the entire resort. It is a reverse launch indoor roller coaster, meaning the first thing that happens when you leave the loading area is that you launch backward into darkness. The ride vehicle rotates to face the action as you travel, which means you're always looking at exactly what the Imagineers want you to see. The soundtrack is pulled from the Guardians' awesome mix, and the selection rotates between 6 tracks, which makes it genuinely worth riding multiple times in a single visit. Cosmic Rewind does not run a standard Lightning Lane. It uses a virtual queue released each morning through the My Disney Experience app, or an individual Lightning Lane purchase that sells out fast. Check the app the moment EPCOT opens and lock in your spot before anything else. This is your first priority of the day, full stop. Ride 2, Soarin' Around the World. Soarin' Around the World is the most universally beloved attraction at EPCOT. You sit in a hang glider that lifts you up in front of a giant curved screen and flies you over famous landmarks around the globe. The Eiffel Tower, the Great Wall, the Pyramids, the Matterhorn, and more, with matching scents piped in at each location. There is no height requirement and no intense motion. It is a gentle, visually stunning experience that works for every single age in your group. In 2026, Disney is also debuting Soarin' Over America for the country's 250th anniversary, featuring American landmarks temporarily, worth experiencing regardless of which version is running. Waits climb fast, ride it early, or use Lightning Lane Multipass. Ride 3. Test Track. Test Track is the fastest attraction in Walt Disney World at 64.9 miles per hour, and the 2026 reimagining gives it a fresh story celebrating automotive innovation across past, present, and future. You design a simulated vehicle before boarding, then put it through a series of performance tests, environmental extremes, handling challenges, and a final high-speed run around the exterior that hits top speed in seconds. The outdoor section at full speed with the Florida sky and EPCOT grounds visible at 65 miles per hour is a genuine rush. Minimum height is 40 inches. Use Lightning Lane Multipass to skip what can be a long queue. Ride 4. Frozen Ever After. Frozen Ever After consistently has the longest wait times of any attraction in the World Showcase. And for families with kids who love Elsa and Anna, it absolutely earns it. This is a dark boat ride through scenes from the first Frozen film with high-quality audio animatronics, sing-along moments, and a finale that is genuinely impressive. It was updated with new animatronics in early 2026 and looks better than ever. The Norway Pavilion is also home to the Royal Sommerhus character meet, where you can meet Anna and Elsa throughout the day. For families with young Frozen fans, this pavilion alone can anchor an EPCOT visit. Ride Frozen at Rope Drop or purchase Lightning Lane to avoid a 60 to 90-minute standby. Ride 5. Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. Remy's Ratatouille Adventure is the most underrated ride in EPCOT, and it surprises almost every adult who rides it, expecting a kids-only experience. You are shrunk down to rat size and scramble through the kitchen of Gusteau's restaurant in a trackless ride vehicle that moves unpredictably through oversized props, pots, wine bottles, vegetables, and stovetops scaled to make you feel genuinely small. No height requirement, smooth movement, and it works just as well for adults as for kids. It sits in the France Pavilion at the back of the World Showcase, and most guests don't reach it until later in the day, which means waits tend to be shorter in the morning. Ride it at park open before heading deeper into the World Showcase, or save it for early evening when crowds thin out. Ride 6. Spaceship Earth. Spaceship Earth is the ride that defines EPCOT more than any other. You travel slowly through the inside of the iconic 18-story geodesic sphere on a journey through the entire history of human communication, from cave paintings to ancient Egypt, the Renaissance, the printing age, and finally, the digital era. The audio animatronics are detailed, the narration is compelling, and the finale, a slow descent through a star field, is one of the most thoughtful conclusions in any Disney attraction. Spaceship Earth almost never has a long wait. It loads continuously and is an easy re-ride. But it's also the ride most guests rush through because it isn't a coaster. Slow down, look at every scene, and let what it's actually trying to say land. It will hit differently. Part 2. The food EPCOT has the best food of any Disney World park, and it's not a close contest. The World Showcase alone puts 11 countries worth of authentic cuisine within a single afternoon's walk. Knowing where to spend your dining dollars versus where to skip is what separates a memorable EPCOT meal from an overpriced disappointment. Food 1. Les Halles Boulangerie Pâtisserie. Les Halles Boulangerie Pâtisserie in the France Pavilion is the best quick service meal in EPCOT and one of the most consistently excellent food stops in the entire resort. The croque monsieur, the quiche, the fresh croissants and the pastry case are all legitimately good, not theme park approximations of French food, but the real thing. The line moves fast. Prices are reasonable by EPCOT standards, and eating outside on the France Pavilion terrace with a view of the lagoon is one of the most pleasant dining experiences in any Disney park. Food 2. Takumi Tei. Takumi Tei in the Japan Pavilion is the finest table service restaurant in EPCOT and one of the best in the entire Walt Disney World resort. The menu features meticulously prepared Japanese cuisine, Wagyu beef, sashimi, seasonal small plates, served in a beautifully designed space using traditional Japanese materials throughout. It is not cheap, but if your group is going to splurge on one exceptional dinner during the trip, this is where to do it. Book the moment your 60-day reservation window opens. Food 3. Festival Outdoor Kitchen Booths. The outdoor kitchen booths during EPCOT's festivals, Food and Wine in the fall, Flower and Garden in the spring, Festival of the Arts in January, are the single greatest argument for planning your visit around one of these events. Each festival adds 20 to 30 dining booths around the World Showcase promenade with small plate food and drinks from countries and regions not in the permanent pavilions. A lap around the lagoon sampling 4 or 5 dishes from different booths costs less than a quick service meal and is far more interesting. Budget half your food money for the booths during a festival visit. Food 4. Restaurant Marrakesh. Restaurant Marrakesh in the Morocco Pavilion is one of EPCOT's most overlooked dining options. The theming inside is extraordinary. Hand-laid mosaic tile, carved plaster ceilings, traditional Moroccan design throughout. The food, tagines, kebabs, couscous, lamb dishes, is genuinely excellent, and the portions are generous. Because Morocco is a less trafficked pavilion, this restaurant is significantly easier to get a reservation for than France or Norway, and almost always has walk-up availability on the day. Food 5. Katsura Grill. Katsura Grill in the Japan Pavilion is the quick service answer for guests who want quality Japanese food without the Takumi Tei price tag. Teriyaki chicken, udon noodles, sushi and Japanese curry are all on the menu and all notably better than surrounding quick service options in that part of the World Showcase. The outdoor seating area sits in a Japanese garden that is one of the quietest spots in the entire park, useful for a midday break when the lagoon promenade is at its most crowded. Part 3. The Tips Tip 1. The World Showcase opens at 11 a.m. The World Showcase does not open until 11 a.m. This catches a significant number of guests off guard. EPCOT opens at 9 a.m., but the World Showcase, the entire lagoon area with all 11 country pavilions, almost all of the best restaurants and more than half the park's total space is closed until 11. Use the morning hours for World Discovery and World Nature. Ride Cosmic. Rewind, Test Track, Soarin' and the Seas attractions before 11. Then shift your full attention to the World Showcase as it opens and spend the rest of the day there. Tip 2. Always visit during a festival. EPCOT is always better during a festival, and there is almost always a festival running. The 4 annual festivals: Festival of the Arts in January and February, Flower and Garden from March through June, Food and Wine from late August through November, and Festival of the Holidays in December collectively cover most of the calendar year. Each adds unique food booths, entertainment, and atmosphere that transforms the park. The Food and Wine Festival in particular turns EPCOT into an entirely different and objectively better experience. If you have any flexibility in your dates, pick a window that falls inside one of these events. Tip 3. Secure Cosmic Rewind before anything else. Guardians of the Galaxy. Cosmic Rewind uses either a virtual queue or individual lightning lane, both of which release at park open and both of which go fast. Have the My Disney Experience app open and ready before you enter the park. The moment the clock hits the official opening time, join the virtual queue or purchase the individual lightning lane. If you miss the first release, a second virtual queue often opens at 1 p.m. The ride is worth this level of planning. Do not miss it because you forgot to check the app. Tip 4. Stake your luminous spot early. Walk the entire World Showcase Lagoon in one direction and pick your luminous spot before the show starts. The nighttime show, Luminous the Symphony of Us, features fireworks, fountains, and light projections spread across the entire lagoon, which means there is genuinely good viewing from almost anywhere on the promenade. The best spots are directly across from the America Pavilion and the dedicated viewing areas near France and the UK. Stake your spot 20 to 25 minutes before showtime. Luminous is EPCOT's closing statement every night, and it is worth staying for. Tip 5. Slow down. EPCOT Rewards. The curious EPCOT rewards slow visitors and punishes rushed ones. This is the most important thing to understand about how to get the most out of this park. EPCOT is not designed to be sprinted through attraction to attraction the way Magic Kingdom or Hollywood Studios rewards that approach. The guests who love it most are the ones who stop to read the signage in each pavilion, who talk to the cultural representatives stationed throughout the World Showcase, who sit down for a real meal in a pavilion that interests them, and who spend 15 minutes in a country they know nothing about and leave knowing something. EPCOT is built around the idea that discovery is enjoyable. Let it work. EPCOT is the park that earns its way into your favorites slowly. The first visit might not fully land. The second visit, especially during a festival, usually does. And by the third time, it's often the one your family is most excited to come back to. Now you know exactly what to do, what to eat, where to be, and how to approach the place so it actually works for you the first time. If this helped, drop a comment with your favorite EPCOT food stop or the ride that surprised you most. And check out our full 7-day Disney World itinerary that video shows you exactly how EPCOT fits into a complete Disney week.